How you doing, y'all? Welcome to Confidence. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know how the fuck I said that intro. And the reason is because like, yo, I'm feeling like ass, fucking like ball sack, like just straight shit. You know what I'm talking about? Right out of the fucking asshole. That's exactly how I feel. And honestly, what's kind of crazy is I have no answers. I have none. You know, I really wish I did. That's what's crazy is the last week and a half, I've been searching. Bro, I feel like I am swimming in the ocean right now. Just fucking paddling, fucking smacking around doggy style, whatever the fuck they call it, doggy paddling, doggy style. Fucking out here just fucking stroking for dear life. And I'm honest, like I can't figure it out. I have writer's block, you know, for my life though. You ever had that where like everything is like this the way it was or kind of the same and it just feels different. It just feels hard. It just feels like you're stuck. It just feels like you're not making any progress. It just kind of feels like you're just like, I don't know. Just, I don't feel creative. You know what I mean? I don't feel like just confident. You know, I don't feel just free in my actions and free in my will. I just feel bogged down. I feel like I'm in a victim mentality. And I hate feeling like that because what's wild is I know it's not the way. This is what's crazy, right? I've consumed a lot of fucking self-help in my life. A lot. I'm not joking. Fucking hundreds of books on self-help. And, you know, most of them, for the most part, kind of give you the same information, just regurgitated in a different way. Some, you know, books, they kind of give you a little bit more each time. But for the amount of self-help that I have consumed and all the knowledge that I know behind self-confidence and, you know, relationships and the relationship with yourself and how important your thoughts are and, you know, taking responsibility for your emotions, accepting my emotions in, you know, when I have them, right? I know all this shit, but still there seems like there's just times in life where no matter what, no matter how good the information is, no matter what you consume, no matter what you do, you just sometimes don't feel that good. And sometimes you just don't feel like the shit. Now, you know, I'm sure my injury has a lot to do with that. You know, it's not the same. I'm not able to just like have the same experiences that, you know, I normally can. Everything is just slower. You know, I have to do things that aren't normally within my routine. But what's interesting is just like, is that my happiness? Is my happiness really just my routine? Is my happiness really just making videos? Which I mean, kinda, right? Cause it's my goal, right? It's my dream. It's my baby. I want to be an internet personality. I feel like I am, but you know, right now, you know, but to be honest, like I feel washed up, you know, I feel like just not funny or like I feel like I've just got nothing to tell you anymore. You know, that's how it feels. And I'm sure a lot of creatives and a lot of artists and a lot of people and everybody, I guess we go through these times in life where I just like, you know, not like questioning my purpose because I feel like I know what my purpose is, but I'm just like, all right, Chris, it's time to be authentic, right? Like, all right, go be your authentic self. Go be your authentic self online. Let's see what happens. Like, pop something out. And sometimes I can get myself going a little bit, right? I get up in the morning. I get myself dressed. I'm like, yo, today's going to be a great day. This is how I've been lately. The last like 4 or 5 days. I've been like, yeah, today's going to be a fucking great day. Let's get after it. I do my meditation. I make a healthy breakfast. All my habits are on point. Wake up a little early. Nice fucking 8 hours of sleep. I go downstairs, I go to create, I go to do my work, and just nada, blank. Zero. Just fucking sitting there scrolling on Instagram, 1 hour, 2 hour. All right, now comparison thoughts start to happen. Now just questioning myself, questioning where I'm going, questioning. Next thing you know, I've got myself into this piss poor mood, and now I'm just like, dude, I can't even do it. I'm not even going to lie to you. Before this podcast even started, I've been sitting down here, but I want to say like 2-3 hours ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to crush it. Have my energy drink. I'm fucking ready to go. I'm fucking showered. I'm telling you, I go to make the video and nothing comes out. I'm like, you know what? Let me go make a return at fucking Nordstrom. That's going to help me. Hobble my ass to Nordstrom. Some old man looks at me. He's like, that looks heavy. I'm like, you're not fucking wrong. I was like, that's not the only thing that's heavy, bro. I was like, my fucking emotional baggage right now. I said, don't worry. I'm going to be okay. He started laughing. He was just like, yeah, you are. I was like, yep, you're not wrong. Kept it fucking moving. Make my returns, right? Come back home. Come down to sit and do this podcast. And same thing. I just fucking sit here. I sat here, I'm not even joking, in this chair, staring at this camera, probably for a good hour. An hour. 60 minutes. You know how long a fucking hour is? You know what I'm saying? That shit is long. Maybe not really. It's kind of quick. Long story short. It's like I am just in this mood in my life where nothing is getting done. Nothing. All of my work, I'm pretty much just punting all of it. I'm just saying, nope, not making videos. Laundry is hard. I do like a half a load of laundry. I can barely fucking do the I'm like, oh my God. I do the dishes and I'm like, holy fuck, what a day. You know what I mean? I'm like, yes, I fucking did something. Like, that's what I'm saying is like, the wins that I have been trying to make mentally lately have been ass cheeks compared to the wins that I had prior, And that's what I'm kind of saying about the whole self-help thing, though. It's like, you could know all the information in the world, you really could. But the reality is, when you're in those modes and you're in these thinking, it's very difficult to get yourself out of it. It really is. It's not easy. It's not easy to pick yourself up when you're feeling like ass. I really do think that's the importance of having people in your life. And what's weird for me is that whenever I'm feeling in this mood where I'm not feeling good about myself, I start to take it out of my relationships. And here's something that I think I recognize as a pattern from my childhood. I think I brought this up maybe once before, but, as a kid, whenever I didn't get my way, I would rebel. When my mom would punish me, she would send me to my room. I would say, fuck this. Don't care. You're punishing me. I'm just going to make it worse. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm going to stomp around. I'm going to sneak the Xbox into my room. I'm going to do everything in my power to just fucking fuck off on that. And I feel like in some weird way, I also do that to myself, into my own life. I act like a kid sometimes. And I do it to my relationships, and we're going to get to that in a second. And I also do it to myself, right? When I'm not doing the things that I want to do and I start feeling guilty, right? For instance, for me, it's making a video. When I don't do the one thing that I want to do, everything else stops. Everything else is done. If I can't make a fucking video, if I can't produce something great, then fuck this day. And everything else goes by the wayside. But I understand, that's what I'm saying, is I understand mentally the best way to get out of this is to continue trying, is to continue getting my ass up, is continue trying to take action on it. But God damn, there's just times where I'm like, I am trying to fester up the fucking energy to do something, and it's just not happening. I'm not joking. I'm fucking trying hard, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking trying, dog. You don't understand how bad I want it. You don't understand how bad I would just love to be in my flow again. And it's just a strange place when you're not there because, it's so hard to start yourself up again. It's like any habit in the world, right? It's like the gym for some of us, right? If you miss a couple days, getting back into it is just fucking hard. Just that first fucking day, for me, it's that first video after I've taken a bunch of days off. It's just so fucking hard. And honestly, I've been trying to figure out what it is so bad to the point that now I'm just like overanalyzing everything. I'm overanalyzing all the shit that's happening in my life. On the last podcast, I was talking about how, I came home and I did the testosterone, and then I felt like that was part of my mood. And then also like jerking off, that was part of my mood. And then also, I had the long distance situation. I had the 2 girls I had to send the voice notes to, that I felt like things were off. And to be honest, like, that's what I'm saying is like, I feel like what I'm doing is I'm blaming everything externally when really it's just the way that I'm feeling about myself. I feel bad, I feel bad for myself. I'm feeling sorry for myself. And it's very hard to get out of that mentality. I feel that way. It's like, I have to accept the fact that life is a little bit harder right now. And I have to accept the fact that things aren't as easy. And I didn't have control over that. And it's like really difficult because I'm trying to accept it. I'm really trying hard. And every day I wake up and it just starts again. It just starts with those feelings of like, why me? Why now? What can I create? What value am I bringing to the world? It's like, I sometimes I feel like I lost my touch. Sometimes you just feel like you lose the sauce. I got the yips. I got the yips on life. Because some days it's just free flowing, right? Some days as a creative, as an artist, whatever it is, you just feel good. You got ideas, things are moving. And then other times it's just not that way. And then the other thing is like, I felt like, so when I started meditating and I started journaling or whatever it was that last time, right? Remember, I was like, maybe it's this relationship that I'm in. I hate doing long distance, and it's weird how like in New York, I had the surgery and everything felt kind of fine. I was still creating even while I was over there. Yeah, I had my initial moments where I wasn't loving it, and I definitely had my down moments, but it still felt like things were consistent. And then I come back here and, I think a lot of it has to do with being alone. I'm pretty isolated right now. And here's the thing. It's like, I'm not really lonely. I wouldn't say I'm lonely because, to be honest, all I really want to do is kind of be alone and I want to work. The problem is like, because I can't work right now. And when I say I can't work, like I can work, like I'm trying to work, but it's like, it almost like it's not working. So again, it's making me want to be alone even more to try to figure it out. But that's just not really serving me. It's not really helping me. And I guess to go back to the, relationship thing, I think the thing that's been really hard for me is, now that I'm long distance, like just the reality of it's all setting in. And I'm like, dude, like, can I really do this again? You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, dog. I feel like that's maybe the difference between being here and being in New York was like when I was in New York, I was having the ability to see this girl and, it filled up my cup, it made me feel good to like spend that time with somebody and connect with somebody. Physical touch is massive for me, I'm realizing, and just quality time, to be honest, being able to actually share ideas, not over a phone call. Like all that stuff really matters. It makes me feel really good. I recognize that I'm my most confident self when I am being social, when I am having human interaction in my life. So again, on top of the injury, on top of the long distance situation, I think what has happened is I've gotten back to my home in Arizona. And, here's the other thing too, like being injured, a lot of those people that were kind of giving me attention when I was hot, you know what I mean? I was fucking rolling online. When I was hot, I had all these girls in my DMs. I had all this like fucking bullshit attention. Don't get me wrong. It's probably still there if I started picking it up again. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, I almost felt like the world is at my fingertips. And now it kind of feels like I'm a shell of my former self. And on top of that, it's like, the only person that's really been holding it down that hard is a couple of my friends for sure. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, because I had went away, they all started going and doing their own thing. And then all the people that I was kind of talking to, randomly bullshit, whatever, all those things kind of went away. I think this is a really hard realization. And this is what I was thinking today too, is, the world don't stop. It really don't. And unfortunately, when you get injured or something happens to you, everybody else is still living their life. That and it's fucking hard to recognize, but I'm just like, damn, like, kind of sucks. Everybody's still got to do their own thing. And of course I do too. And then this is, goes back to the whole, I don't want to have a victim mentality. It's like, I don't want to have this mentality that I'm in a bad place or I'm in a bad spot, because I know that all it's going to do is fester and create more negative thoughts and more negative experiences. And that's what I'm starting to say. It's like, fuck, I'm like teeter-tottering on that line where I'm like, I'm really trying hard to be positive. I'm really trying hard to accept my situation. Maybe try to do things to get myself outside of the box. But just right now, it's not necessarily in the cards. Or maybe it's just not working. But I know that at some point or another, things are going to change. I know at some point or another, things are going to evolve. I know at some point or another, I'm going to get more comfortable with my situation, and I'm going to heal. I'm going to get better. And maybe I need this time to really shut it down to figure it out, what it is I want to deliver for the people. And with that being said, I'm just going to go back to the relationships really quick. So, being alone, and then again, not necessarily having many opportunities to do things. I'm trying my best to get out there. It's like, I feel like the connections that I do have that have stuck around, what I had done over the last week, and not like super over the top, but I felt like I've started to cling on to those connections a little bit more. The long distance situation, I've recognized myself, worrying a lot about what she's doing and talking to her a lot, talking to her all the time. And I'm pushing the tempo. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I really like you. Like, let's do this. Let's make things happen. And even with like one of my other girlfriends, same thing. I'm like, yo, let's go out. Let's go hang out. Let's go to do this. She's like, oh, I'm busy. I'm like, oh, I want to see you this week. And I'm just recognizing, like, because I'm not feeling good about myself, I'm starting to cling on and put pressure on people and relationships in my life that I never would have done that to before. And also, it's because, again, I'm not feeling good that I want their support right now. And here's the thing. I know that if I really direly needed a conversation or needed something, they'd be there for me. But that's the thing is, like, I don't want to do that to people. I don't want to make this their problem, because at the end of the day, it's really mine. And it's really just, again, about the way that I'm feeling about myself. So with that being said, again, trying to figure out where my block is coming from, trying to figure out where my lack of confidence is coming from. The changes that I have made, since the last podcast I was like, all right, well, here's the deal. When it comes to the testosterone, I recognize that I got to get back onto a cadence that makes sense. And I've actually sharply diminished the amount that I was taking. So I pretty much cut it in half, and I recognized, and I did a bunch of research online, that I got to go get my levels checked. I have an appointment on Friday to get my levels checked, and I need to be consistent with the shots because I'm fucking up my hormones. So maybe that's part of the problem, but I don't think that's the full thing. The jerking off thing, I don't fucking know, bro. I couldn't tell you what is right, what is wrong, if you should do it, if you should not. All I know is that I got a lot of creative energy when I don't. So I'm going to try to limit the amount that I'm doing it. But again, never say never with that. And it is what it is. A normal bodily function. Fucking, if I need a busted nut, so be it. But when it comes to the relationship, and here's the hard part is like, I've had these conversations with this girl where I'm like, I honestly, here's the thing. I'm supposed to go back there next week. And the thing is, like, I'm wanting things to like pick up. I'm wanting things to kind of like progress and move forward. And the hard part is the situation doesn't allow that, right? It just doesn't. It simply doesn't. I'm only going to see her for like 2 or 3 days when I'm back home. And then after that, her work schedule gets busy. She just started in nursing. And the hard part is like, she's probably not going to be able to get out here for many days at a time. And, or I don't know how quickly she will be able to. And I think all of this is like just sinking in. It's all sinking in. I'm processing all of this. But the hard part for me is like, yo, I really just don't operate well in a long distance relationship. I really don't. And the hard part is this person is all green flags. You know, this person is all like, again, it seems as if, again, I would absolutely give this person a chance. And you know what's weird is it's really reminding me of the situation I had when, you know, if you go back to the first podcast I ever made, the uncomfortable introduction, when I'm feeling this same feeling with the girl from Texas, where I'm like, yo, this girl's great, but I'm like, the long distance is killing me. And I'm like, yo, if you want to go to victim mentality shit, I've been thinking to myself, I'm like, bro, how does this always happen? I meet somebody so fucking dope and it's just never the right situation. It's not that I'm struggling to find somebody good. It's just that I keep finding somebody that is not here. And again, it's not on purpose. I fucking tore my Achilles and I flew back home for surgery. It just happened that way. You know, I'm not looking for it. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? This is where the victim shit comes in. I'm like, fucking why me, dog? Why fucking me? Things are rolling. I tear my fucking Achilles. And then I meet a fucking great person. And of course she's not here. And of course it's very hard for us to make this happen. So anyways, I get into a conversation with this girl about it though. And I'm like, I'm telling her how I feel. Because the hard part for me is I'm fucking sitting here feeling like ass. I'm not really able to work. And what I'm doing is that I'm spending my time sitting there fucking dilly-dallying, talking to her on the phone. And again, it's something that she's doing wrong. I want to talk to her on the phone. I want to spend time with her. I want to text her because I like talking to her. But then I'm feeling so guilty about myself. I'm like feeling guilty for even talking to her on the phone. I'm like, bro, I should be doing something with my life. You know, it's like, and the fact that I'm not rolling and the fact that my creativity and my art is not being produced, it's making me just blame all the external circumstances. So I'm kind of taking it out on this girl a little bit, and I, this is going to sound crazy, but so I asked her, I was like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? I started getting like this. I started getting a little snippy. And I was like, yo, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, are you going to come out here? Like, I need to see some energy from you. I was like, yo, I need something, I need to know, this is me being anxious about it. I'm like, she's like, I'm just like living in the moment, right? As we should. I've met you 4 fucking times and I should be feeling that way. And I think what's happening is if I was feeling good about myself and my work, I would not even be having these conversations with you. You know what I'm saying? With this girl. To be honest. And you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking asking her all this shit. It's because I feel like a decision needs to be made now. It's like I need a decision to be made now. Am I going to be with this girl or am I not? But the reality is I have to just let things happen as they normally would. But I think what's happening is because I'm spending this time with her, and even if it's just on the phone for a couple hours, I'm recognizing that I'm not prioritizing myself. And that's the thing is, this girl's been good about her boundaries, right? We talked about this. Like, she's really good about, when she's at her work, she's at her work. When she's with her family, like, her life is still moving, right? That's the thing is, because she works in a job where she's in a 9 to 5 and, yeah, she has to do other shit outside of it. But that's the luxury of having a 9 to 5. The luxury of having a 9 to 5 or a corporate job or a job that has set hours is that you could go to work, but when you're out of work, you turn it off. You know what I'm saying? You go do stuff for yourself. You just enjoy your life. I don't know. You have fun. Whereas like for me, I'm like, bro, every hour, every second being an entrepreneur, I'm like, fuck, it feels like it's always on me, but but the thing is, because you don't have structured time, the problem becomes is easily your boundaries can get pushed. And again, it's not her doing it on purpose. She's doing nothing wrong. She's just showing up. But I'm not spending enough time on myself. But the problem is when I do spend time on myself, I'm not even joking, again, today, when I'm like, all right, it's time to go to work, I fucking sit there and I'm just miserable. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking insane. I'm fucking just miserable. And I don't even want to say miserable because, like, you know, like, again, all of the knowledge and all the emotional intelligence, I understand that it's just a feeling. I understand that this moment is going to pass. I understand that my creativity will come back. I understand that I'll figure out where I'm supposed to be going at some point. But damn, it's like, it's so hard. Because the thing is, I also don't want to fucking smash this relationship and tell this girl to fuck off because I do like her. But I'm going to be honest with you. You know, there was something that she's good with her boundaries, right? And I asked her, I said, hey, when I come home, I was like, do you think you could pick me up from the airport and can I sleep at your house? And so you guys know, but she's kind of like, I don't know. Again, I don't know if it's Christian energy, but she's like very, very like, whoa, I need some time. I need some patience. I need some, you know, I don't know. That's a lot for me. I don't really know you. And like, for me, I'm like, damn, I'm spending so much time with you on the phone. I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you that I'm in it to win it. I'm trying to do things. I'm coming back home. I'm trying to spend as much time with you as I possibly can. And because she was so hesitant about me staying over my house, it was almost like it got me upset. It was almost like it rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like feeling in myself. I'm like, damn, I'm like talking to you on the phone. I'm doing all this shit and I can't even fucking stay at your house. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What am I doing all this shit for? That's the rebel in me. You know, again, I was talking about this earlier. It's like, this is the rebel in me feeling that way. But also, you know, I'm seeing somebody that's so good and so strong in her boundaries. And again, there's nothing wrong with it. To be honest, it is the right move. If you don't feel comfortable to do that, don't do it. And to be honest, I'm not just trying to fucking smash. I'm just trying to get closer. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to make things happen. But I think that's what I'm realizing is I'm like, why am I trying so hard with this person? And she's being so patient with her boundaries. I'm recognizing that I'm not prioritizing myself. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, why am I spending all this time with you on the phone? Why am I, you know, texting you so much if I can't even sleep over your house? You know, and to be honest, I'm not even going to see you a couple weeks after that. What am I really doing? I understand the patient route. You know what I'm saying? And it makes sense, right? Like as humans in dating, like this is the right way to do it. It should be patient. It shouldn't be full balls to the walls. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to. But I do think it's great to get to know somebody before you put yourself in situations you don't want to be in. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to enjoy spending time with you. And yes, I enjoy being your friend. But I'm like, bro, I live across the motherfucking country. Like, I don't want to be spending all this time and trying to do all this when, you know, I understand you want to go slow, but I'm like, it almost feels like I'm being impatient and I don't want to go slow, and I should. But what that means to me is that I need to check myself. If that's the case and we got to be patient and we got to go slow, I'm not fucking doing this every day. You know what I'm saying? I can't be sitting here and talking to you on the phone every day when my whole life is not going in the way that I want. So, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is this is, you know, with this whole situation being so complicated as it always fucking is, you know, I've been having all these fucking feelings and emotions about it. I'm like, do I care? Do I even try? Do I just end it and just fucking say, fuck it? This is the approach I feel like I've landed on is, here's the deal. She lives across country. I think she's a cool person and somebody I really want to get to know and continue to have in my life. The reality is I have a life here. The reality is I have work here that needs to get done, and I need to prioritize myself. I'm not going to overextend myself as I have been to make things work. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I think that's the way I should have been approaching it the entire time, and I think it's the way that she's approaching it. But that's the thing is, like, I'm like, how is it going to happen if we don't overextend ourselves, you know? So then I'm like, oh, should I just fucking stop? And then I go back to prioritizing myself. And the reality is like, again, I just want to get out of this motherfucking rut. And again, you could know the things to do. You know what I'm saying? I've been meditating. I've been trying. I've been doing my best to get my mind right. Do the things that make me happy, eating healthy. And sometimes in life, unfortunately, there's just nothing you can fucking do. And the more you sit there and the more you think about it, it's not getting any better. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to sit here and analyze every fucking move. You know what I mean? I'm trying to analyze every little piece of it. I'm like, I'm trying to figure it out. But sometimes in life, there's nothing to figure out. Sometimes it's just like sit there and fucking stare at the wall and just fucking wait. Something's going to happen, And so I'm so used to being proactive. I'm trying to be proactive as fuck in my relationship, in my work. And I'm like, am I doing the wrong thing? Am I wrong for being proactive? Am I wrong for moving around? Should I just fucking sit on my couch and play fucking video games and say la-di-da? I can't chill. And maybe this goes back to my whole worth being on my work. Because now that I'm out of my routine, now that I'm out of the gym, now that I'm not making videos as much, I'm like, who the fuck am I? I'm like, I feel like a piece of shit. But like, but like I don't, because like I feel like ass, but I know I'm not ass. I know I'm good. I know I'm great. I know there's things in my mind that are powerful that people want to fucking hear. I'm just like, what the fuck is it? And here's the other problem I'm having. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking venting to you guys today. I'm trying to figure out where my lane is in life. Where am I going? I go online and I just watch all the same shit over and over and over. Sitting in the house now for fucking a week. I've fucking scrolled Instagram way too long. I scrolled TikTok. I'm like, I know that I'm capable of delivering something different than what the fuck I'm seeing. I just don't know what the fuck it is. But I'm tired of seeing the same shit over and over. The same topics are getting talked about. It's all about what the fuck is trending. It's all about what people have been talking about. And it's all just sad people shit. And I'm fucking sad, so I'm like, fuck. I don't want to be fucking sad. I want to be happy. I am happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking telling myself. I'm like, bro, I am happy. I know I got good shit. My life is not bad. It's not. But it doesn't feel good right now. And then I take it out on my relationship because I'm not feeling good, right? I'm like, all right, now I'm going to fucking, just be to myself. I don't want to fucking talk anymore. I'm done talking. That's how it feels. That's how it feels about online. I'm like, I'm done telling you shit. I want to re-engage with the things that make me happy. But then I'm like, what makes me happy? And I'm like, I feel like having a really good conversation with somebody. Maybe I should call a friend. Maybe I should call a motherfucking friend. Having sex? Haven't had sex. Wow. Maybe that would be nice. Huh? Whoa. Yeah, but the girl I'm talking to, that's an absolute foreign concept. Oh my God. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's not even going to fucking happen until like, fucking whenever she comes here, I guess, if she even does that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, I'm handcuffed. I got a long distance relationship with a girl that, just has so many good boundaries and it's just so smart and cute and amazing and fun that I'm just handcuffed to this bullshit. And I'm like, I'm going through the motions there. And not in a bad way. That's the thing. It's not bad. It's not fucking bad. But I'm just like, fuck, dog. I don't even know what buttons to press. And that's the thing too. It's like, I'm not in a toxic relationship. There's nothing wrong. I have some friends. Maybe I should fucking hit them up. But I just feel like my mind is all over the place. I just feel like my emotions are all over the place. And I just don't understand. And maybe it's just me feeling, again, bad for myself. And I'm just in this fucking loop. I'm stuck in this loop. And I need to just accept the fact that, again, maybe this is just how I have to feel right now. Maybe there's just nothing I can do. That's what I'm saying. Maybe the solution is sit on my couch and play video games, But like that doesn't, I feel like that's not it. That reminds me of like a rom-com when the guy gets broken up with in the romantic comedy and he's just sitting on his couch and he's just eating fucking potato chips and he's just not doing anything. Like that's how I feel about my life right now, Like I feel like that fucking dude that's sitting on his couch is not doing anything. It's like, it's so the opposite of who I am. You know what I'm saying? It is so the opposite of everything I want to stand for. But I'm like, maybe I got to just submit to that. Maybe I just got to submit to being the guy on the couch right now, eating some fucking Cracker Jacks and doing nothing. And this whole situation, I'm just like, man, it would really be nice to have a partner. A time like this, oh my God. This was like the first time in a long time just going through all this that I've been going through where I'm like, damn, yo, like really, like I want a girlfriend, dog. I'm going to keep it real. Like I really do. I just want somebody that I can lean on, and right now it just feels like I don't have that. And when I'm long distance, I'm sorry, it's just not the same. It's just not. And so it's like, as much as I care and as much as I'm like down, I'm just like, I want to spend this time here by myself. And I wish it was with you, or I wish it was with somebody, And I just gotta come to terms that like, that is not here. It's not present. And I gotta focus on the things that are here in front of my face. So that's the thing is like this whole relationship and this whole thing that I'm even in right now, I'm recognizing that it's completely not her fault at all. And it's nothing that she is even doing wrong. It's just simply the situation. It's simply the circumstance where I need to recognize that even if she has all the things that I want in a partner, if you have the one thing, which is you cannot be here in my presence with me, I mean, all you are is just like a carrot on a stick, like it looks really nice, but if I can't use it, I mean, what's the point? And again, and I guess that's where I'm at, where I'm just like, it's not that I'm done, but I think I'm done trying too hard. I think I'm done overextending myself. And if it happens, it happens. And you fucking make it out here and we do it. But I have to view it as a friendship. I got to view it as just some girl that I met that is really nice and is really cool. And it just is what it is. It's not like this person is like, has the ability to do everything in her power to shift her whole life to be here. And again, she even said it to me point blank. She's like, Chris, would you even like that? Would you even like just me just like turning up my life upside down just to run over there and be with you? And I'm like, yeah, I guess not. I guess I really wouldn't. I guess that makes sense too. So where am I at? I'm in a rock and a hard place. I got the girl with good boundaries. That's awesome. But just the situation is just not there. I wish things were different. Because to be honest, like I know how good I am when I have that partner. That's what I'm saying. Even just those couple of days that I was there and I have somebody in my life that is with me and supporting me and making me feel good. And again, my happiness is not coming from them, but just, again, somebody to lean on, especially in a hard time like this. It can't be understated how important that is. Like, connection is important. It's hard to go through all of this alone. I hate feeling like this. Yo, I talked to my ex on the phone. And honestly, just like, even sharing some words with her, like just, it felt good to be comforted. It felt good to, have somebody in your corner. But again, it only goes so far when that person's not present in your life. And again, I know the work will come back when it's supposed to. I guess my creativity will come back when it's supposed to. Sometimes life is just hard. Sometimes it's just one of those moments where, that's what I'm saying. It's like, what can I really do? I just got to keep on digging, I just got to keep on praying. I don't even really believe in God like that, but it's just faith that things are going to work out and all this is going to make sense. The other hard part is feeling like I'm just lost. I like, if you go, like, my TikTok has less than 1,000 views on a lot of my videos. And I'm like, I feel like it's the energy I'm emitting. You know what I mean? It's not even about the platform. It's just the energy that I have. And that's why I'm saying it's like, I want to show up because it makes me feel good when I do good. But because I can't show up and be, feeling good and goofy and fun and confident, the results are showing it that way, then I just look at it and I just get reminded that I'm not feeling that way. And it just starts up again. And then you really start feeling like garbage. I wish I had a better podcast for you, to be honest. I really do. And see, that's the thing too. It's like, I feel like I'm disappointing people. And it is what it is, the other part is like, who really fucking cares? And that's how it also feels like. It's like, does anybody even care? Does it even matter? And it's just like, what do I want? What do I want? It's like, do I really want people to just like care? It's an interesting thought. And honestly, if you really want to take that one deeper, it was like, I think that's where the rebel comes out, right? I think that's where me throwing this fit comes out, right? Me feeling like this, me feeling like a victim. If you're feeling that way, the reality is you're doing it because you want attention. Me being a rebel, me not answering this girl, or me doing my own thing, or me doing whatever is just me rebelling to try to get more attention. Because again, I don't feel good about. If you don't feel good about yourself, again, all you do is you blame the outer circumstances, which I have been doing. And you just want people to care. You want people to feel bad. So you fucking cry, you throw a little scene, you tell everybody how much your life sucks, and you just hope people fucking give a shit. That's what I'm saying too. It's like, bro, everything this person is doing, she's even doing wrong. Because I feel like ass about myself, I'm acting like a baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm acting like a child. But honestly, I just simply don't feel good. And to be honest, like I feel bad, like even being in her life and like talking to her, because I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you. Because I don't even want to tell you how I'm feeling. Because I don't feel good. And again, me even saying this out loud right now on this fucking podcast. Do you think I really want to release this? You think I really want to like show people and tell people that I'm feeling shitty? No, I don't. I really wish I was. I'm not joking. I sat here for an hour before the podcast trying my hardest, trying with every cell in my fucking body to show up confident, to show up goofy, to show up fun, to show up like just ready to provide you with just good vibes, good energy. Because I don't want you feeling like this. And that's the hard part in my relationships and everything else too. And like everybody around me and even my content and even my online platform. I so badly want to be that light. I so badly want to be this confident, fun, loving person and just for people in my life. But I don't feel that way right now. And maybe I just need to come to terms with that. Maybe I just need to come to terms with like, that's just how I feel right now. And maybe it's just like, it's okay to just fucking take some time away from shit. It's okay to take some time for myself. It's okay to, let things be how they are. The problem is I want everything now, You want that feeling back. You want that happiness back. You want that relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, if she was here, everything would be fine. I'd be rolling. Oh, if I just put out a good video, then everything would be fine. Everything would be rolling. Well, reality is, oh, if my foot was fine, everything would be rolling. That's just not it right now. Can I accept that? Can I accept the fact that I don't have all the things that I want at my fingertips? Can I accept the fact that sometimes you're not getting a lot of things you desire? And maybe there's a reason for it. As I'm saying, I really don't know. Because I feel like I deserve it. I feel like I deserve good things. I've got a good heart, like I genuinely care. And I'm like, sometimes I like ask myself, I'm like, yo, all right, when is this fucking relationship going to come? I'm like, at what point am I really going to feel good online and hit and start rolling and making stuff that I feel like I can make consistently? Why has it been so hard for me to stay consistent? Why has it been so hard for me to find something that's here, a relationship that's here? I take care of my body tremendously. You guys know, what I'm saying? Like, I eat so healthy. I fucking, take care, like I go ham in the gym. And then for shit like this to happen, I'm like, dog, how? How? I can't be a Debbie Downer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that. I don't want that at all. It's almost just like, I kind of just want to let this thing pass. And I wish, and honestly, sometimes it feels like I want to shut the world out, I just want to escape for a little bit, reinvent myself. Like I know what goodness I have to provide. I know that I'm something special that can deliver something great to the world. And I just, it's really frustrating when you aren't even it feels like I'm not even on the path, It's like I am. I know I am. I know. That's the thing is like a lot of people will sit here and be like, nah, like you are, like, you know what I'm saying? It's all in the way you're seeing it. And I understand that too, because again, I know it's perception. I know it's perspective. There's so many beautiful things. And that's what I'm trying to tell you is that like, I know that it's there and I know that I'm going to get out of this. I know that I'm going to feel better. But it just feels right now in this moment, very difficult. Very difficult. So here's where I'm at. Let me summarize. Testosterone, consistency. I need consistency. I need to get myself checked. I need to make sure that, my levels, everything. I need to just get that on point. This relationship, I need to let it be what it is. If it's meant to happen, it's going to happen. And the reality is I need to prioritize myself right now. Boundaries. I got to sit here. I got to work through what I got to work through. If it means I got to sit down for 6 hours to try to make a video, so fucking be it. I got to find inspiration. I got to do things. I got to create experiences in my life to get myself back going. That's it. That's what it comes down to. Simple as that. Continue to do my healthy habits. Try to get back into my reading. Try to do the things that I know make me happy. And, when I go back to New York, say hi, Heidi ho. And yeah, I mean, who knows? But again, it's my time right now. It's me, you know, it's about the way I'm feeling. And what's meant to be will be. You know, I'm sorry that I wasn't able to be the shining light that I normally am this week. But sometimes, you know, even people like me who I would define myself as really happy, you're going to have these moments. I hope next week I'm feeling a lot better. I hope next week is a different story. And I just hope I find it. I hope I find my stroke. I hope I find my confidence. I hope I find my energy, just my zest for the things that I'm doing, the things that I'm creating. And I know it's in there, but maybe I just got to be patient. And I think that's the overarching fucking lesson here for Chris is my patience is getting motherfucking tested. It really is. The world is saying, can you hold on? Can you hold on? I know I can. It's going to be all right. All right, y'all. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you next week.